We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dreamstyle Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dreamstyle, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it.
It's the biggest talking point was filling up that stadium. How do we get the stadium full, and how do we keep it full? And it just kept going back to, we got to win. And we got to win the games we're supposed to win. I don't think anybody's jaded. I don't think anybody's as jaded as thinking that we're going to go shock the world and beat LSU. You know, we know that, you know, we got Boise State at home. It's going to be a tough hill to climb. But winning is going to get people to the stadium.
Yeah, well, and obviously Maine is a big, because you get that first home game and on Saturday, and Maine coming in. Is Maine like the name that draws? It's not. Maine is not the name to where it's, hey, people are going to come from far and wide to catch it, especially when you got like big games like Boise State coming, or whenever you got other opponents where it's like if you are picking and choosing, you're not necessarily going to pick that one. But I do think that the Lobos, and I do think the excitement around the program is created it's not the opponent, it's the day. It's opening day.
Right.
This is the opening kickoff. This is like, we're going to be out there. There's going to be tailgate stuff. It's going to be a world of like energy and ambiance around it. And I'm about to be that guy right now. Is this kind of the most normal one in 2 years? Is this kind of the most of expectation that you could have? Because obviously COVID-19 during the 2020 season, the 2021 season was closer, but it wasn't quite there. And this one, it's, you know, I don't want to call it the Wild Wild West, but this one is to the point where it's, hey, you're back for what you remember it as, Lobo fan. You're back with that opportunity. And when you were at that press conference today, which I wasn't able to go to, obviously, when you were at the press conference today, was there any emphasis put on, like, the fan experience? Was there any emphasis put on, like, what the enjoyment will be? Or is this you need to know because we're back to the normal?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it right there. And Coach G has talked a lot about this as well. This is the first recruiting class that has seemed normal. Mm-hmm. This is the first training camp that seemed normal. This is the first opener that seems normal. And this is going to be like the first tailgate that's going to seem more normal. It's going to be the first game that seems normal. So, Lobo fan, get out there, have a good time. And another thing Coach G said today, he made a really good point. There's going to be 6, possible 7 college football games at University Stadium. You have to, as a community, realize that this is a limited amount of family fun entertainment that you come together as a community, support this university, support these student athletes, and support Albuquerque as a whole. You only have so many opportunities to do this, and this is going to be the first one of a small amount. Like he said, 6 home games. Shout out to Jeff Symbieta. They might make the New Mexico Bowl, which is a huge event. We all know that. But take every opportunity that you can to get out there and support your Lobos, because guess what? Win or lose, you're going to have a great time.
Well, in the home games, as you mentioned, Maine, Boise State, UTEP, and then Wyoming, Fresno State, San Diego State. The Maine one is good because it's opening day. The other 5 are bangers all the way through.
Yeah.
Like there is, if you plan to go to 5, go to 6. Like, because the main game is winnable. Like, I'll be that guy right now. I'll tell you right now, the main game is winnable. I think the most entertaining game of the week is going to be that New Mexico Highlands Eastern Greyhounds. Like, that Cowboys Greyhounds game, that intrastate, like 2 teams that aren't necessarily rivals, but the fan bases are going to be out in tow, and that's going to be. I think that's going to be the don't miss game. You and I will be there.
Sure.
The game Saturday, Maine Lobos, that is the one where if it goes to Lobo plan, you should be able to celebrate throughout the entire experience and not just the end of the game and the W. I think that you're waking up in the morning, putting on the cherry red, getting out to the field, doing the tailgate, seeing your friends and family that you may not have seen that way in years. That, to me, is the celebration that is the opening day against Maine.
And use this opportunity because Lobos are going to be the favorites. Not just because they're at home, because they have the better football program, they have the better athletes, and let's make sure we support our Lobos and don't turn it into a trap game. We have home field advantage. We have those 2.5, 3.5 points on the spread because we are home, because we're surrounded by our community. Let's make sure we show up to the game and support the Cherry and Silver and make sure we start the season with a win, because this game isn't just winnable. The Lobos are going to be favorites. And with Coach G and his developing program, we're not going to be favorites every game. Hopefully this turns in the next year or two where we will be favorites for all these home Mountain West games, but it's not going to be the scenario very often this year. So make sure that we use the home field advantage to our actual advantage.
Let's grab one, Van. Whenever we get back, there's a bunch of stories in the world of the NFL. Obviously, it's cut week. We got a bunch of cool interviews today. Stephen Wagner will join us. He's from the Las Cruces Sun. We're going to talk to him about the Aggies. Josh Suchon will join us at 5:45. If you're expecting Isotopes baseball today, canceled, Van. Isotopes baseball lost to rain.
Rain out.
Rain. So the
Shucks.
Sugarland can't figure it out. No announcement yet on the reschedule, but we will get that as soon as possible to you. So we're going to go all the way up until 7 o'clock tonight. That just gives me a lot of opportunity to talk about Albert Pujols. So we're going to make sure we do that. Today is Tuesday. That means we are just 6 days away from Labor Day. And you're like, Fred, what's the significance on Labor Day? I don't care about Labor Day. Well,
it's our fantasy draft.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
So it's the friend of the show fantasy draft this Monday. We're going to do that live at Howie's Sportsbook, 12500 Montgomery Boulevard. We went out last week, kind of solidified everything to check the internet. We did all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be out there. Come out, hang out with the boys. I know there's drink specials every night, but I think we're going to figure out something for us. And we got the whole deal. We got the hang-up draft board, put the sticky name, like the in and out experience of just getting weird.
Sure.
So we're going to do that. So wrap up your Labor Day with us over at Howie's Sports page. We will be there. It's a full day of programming here at the Sports Animal, so we're pretty excited about that one. And obviously we'll have our reaction to local football. We'll have all that stuff too. So next Monday is cannot miss. We are 2 men on live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinion Coffee. We play on Team I-9. Start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Spend our evenings at Hollow Spirits. And the weekend, Van, the weekend is for New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller Vodka. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Back on the program. All right, we're going to go early to this one. I know most of the friends of the show don't listen for the whole 3 hours. Like, I'm aware of that.
Sure.
Let's get this one out of the way, though.
Okay.
I think I talk a lot about how
Your life got flipped, turned upside down?
Nope.
Okay.
That's not what I talk a lot about.
Throw you for a loop there, brother?
No.
Terribly sorry. We need at least one giggle in this segment because it's about to get dark.
It's dumb and stupid. So I don't separate the person from the performer. We talk about this all the time. If you are a difficult energy, if you are a bad person, if you exist in a world of, negativity, it doesn't matter to me that you are good at your profession at all. Like, that's the bottom line. And this cat for San Diego State, who's a punter in the NFL, or was up until July. And by the way, that's, why the team dropped. The Bills cut him because this story became public. It only really caught kind of some heat yesterday. So yesterday, the accuser of Matt Araiza, I want to make sure I got that right,
Sure.
Araiza, and the reason I don't know his name is the reason you don't know his name, because it's not worth knowing. He's a 6th-round punter out of San Diego State. So the accusation is allegedly he and 2 teammates sexually assaulted a then 17-year-old student. It's a little confusing to me on if this student is a student of San Diego State or if this is a student of just a high school in the San Diego area. The age thing was confusing to me, and I can't find any sort of explanation that is concrete.
Unfortunately, my assumption that I read was that it was a younger person, so it's extra layers on how awful this is.
17 years old is the age at the time.
Yeah.
So now 18. So anyways, this thing comes out, and there has just been like a snowball of terrible after terrible after terrible. There has been, it doesn't quite make sense how it went down. It doesn't quite make sense who was involved. But what it does make sense is something terrible has happened. And that's where it stands. And I don't think I understand why at such a high percent there are these types of character individuals that choose football as a profession. It is crazy to me.
What bothers me right now is it's a double standard, possibly a triple standard, with how talented you are and how important your position is.
I see what you're doing.
We see how heinous the Deshaun Watson stuff was. While it wasn't actual rape, it was a form of sexual assault, and it was done 20-plus times, allegedly. But he is a high-level NFL quarterback. This guy is a young punter.
Yeah.
The second this information came out, and the second the Bills were able to second the information, they cut him. I mean, if he was a high-level position player, if he was a stud safety first-round draft pick, if he was a quarterback, a skill position, they would have hung on to him. They would have helped him fight it. They would have tried to help control the court of public opinion. But here he is, air quotes, just a punter. And ironically, I lobbied for kicker Justin Tucker to be in the top 50 players in the NFL 100, but I get it. He's just a kicker. Just a kicker, just a punter, easy to get rid of. Adios, get off our team. I want to hindsight's 2020. This is whataboutism. We're doing the what if game. But if this guy was like a stud quarterback, this would not be the same result. Because the Bills learned of the allegations. They still continued to hang on to him until they could, justify the allegations. And then the second they could justify the allegations, poof, he's gone.
Well,
that doesn't happen to a quarterback. Any NFL starter in an important position, they're going to fight for him. But a punter, adios.
I don't know, man.
Look at Ray Rice. Look at Kareem Hunt. Look at all these guys who have been more high prominent, better players in the NFL. Look how many chances Antonio Brown has gotten because of his talent, and his position.
What's interesting is, and if you're not familiar with the Matt Araiza stuff, go look it up. I mean, I could break it down for you, but it's a very heinous act, as the accuser is calling it. But the thing that's so similar about this one to the names you just mentioned is Ray Rice, because although there's not video of the traumatic experience, which, as the way it was described in this interview, it's very traumatic.
Yes.
But because this person did, and it was in an anonymous way, to where it was backlit, so they were dark. You know what I'm talking about, kind of like anonymous, kind of. And because there is this video telling of the story and everything that occurred, that's what happened to Ray Rice. Ray Rice lost it because that video of the elevator came out.
Right.
So he didn't get a second chance. And by the way, didn't deserve one.
They stood with him.
Who did?
The Ravens stood with him until the video evidence came out.
Correct. Yeah. Because in my opinion, there just wasn't an understanding. I think the NFL had given 6 games or something, and then where the video comes out, it goes to a year, and the Ravens are like, "Well, we're done.
They just don't want him.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's there's a process. There's a legal process. Like, I get all that stuff, which, by the way, I don't think was followed correctly. I know, like, universities have police, cities have police. There's a bunch of ways to look into this stuff. But to me, the biggest issue of all the issues is, regardless of his position or impact, I'm talking about, like, the culture and the character. I'm talking about, why is there this idea at a too high of a percent in this one activity that individuals feel like they can be above not just law, but like moral code.
Right.
Like, it's crazy to me because the number of football players in the country, not that high. The number of football players who commit crimes, not that high. The percent as those two things happen, too high.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how correct that is. What I've seen before is, if you extrapolate the population over the NFL across the whole United States population, that the crime percentage is pretty similar. It's not that far off, give or take. But I would like to just give kudos to the Bills organization and Bills Mafia right now, because the second they got enough information, they cut him immediately. And again, I think there's an element of, he doesn't play a premium position. He's not an all-world player that they have to cling to. If it was Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs, we might be having a different conversation right now. But good on the Bills organization, regardless of prospective X's in the equation. I mean, I'm speculating, obviously. But good job on the Bills organization for the second they got enough information on the alleged incident, they got...
Sure, I'm into that for the Bills.
And if there's not, I don't see all organizations in the National Football League that would do that immediately. I think a lot of teams would hang on and wait and wait and wait and wait it out. But the Bills organization, you can't piss off Bills Mafia.
Right.
They have the most fervent, passionate fan base in the NFL. Sorry, Raiders fans. But the Bills Mafia is the craziest fan base, the most passionate fan base.
Yeah.
And you can't piss these people off. So good on them for the second they got enough information, they got rid of them.
Yeah, I'm pro organization, I'm pro team, and I appreciate, I think, all the support you're giving to both those things. But to me, I don't think that's where the talking point is. To me, the talking point is like San Diego State. To me, the talking point is, and it's not just them specifically, but like all like football programs, BM, Yaffle, Pop Warner, high school, collegiate, professional, and not just the level of NFL, but whatever else you identify. Like, to me, because character is so very important, you can't have a culture where it's okay to think that you are above, like, number one, law, but number two, sanctity. And I'm telling you, I feel like, and I don't know what the solution is, because I'm sitting here saying, like, how do we help this big problem? I'm a talk radio show host. I should know the answer. What I'm saying is, I'm identifying the problem. Like, this is step one. I'll come up with a solution down the road. But step one, how do you create, like, a stronger culture to where at such a high percent, the people that participate in this sport don't feel like it is acceptable to assault others? Like, that's where I'm at. Hey, I get the bill. Good job, Bills. But I'm not talking about the specific. I'm talking about the concept.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. When did San Diego State know about that? How about the coaches, the support staff that have worked with them before?
Well, allegedly,
were there any kind of signs pointing to this kind of behavior? Could you address this before until it's too late?
Well, it's what did you brush under the rug before you pulled the rug out? And
Right.
Allegedly, like the Muni police are telling the Uni police that it's a Muni police thing, and the Uni police are like, we'll be cool about it. And the Muni police, municipal and university, the municipal police are like, hey, we'll take care of this thing. Well, here's the thing. Like, as like Title IX and Title VI is written, it don't work that way.
Right.
Like students are protected for a reason for these things. And to me, that's university. But again, I don't care about the specifics of San Diego State. This could have been any college.
Right.
This could have been down the road college. This could have been state college. This could have been whatever. Like, this exists everywhere. I talk about how gross Happy Valley is all the time.
Right.
Like, there are some places I've been where it's the law does not apply. When the law doesn't apply, you unfortunately then attract people with a character that yearn for lawless.
Right.
I'm tired of lawless.
And if you create a culture that allows that to happen, it's the give an inch, take a yard, give you enough rope to hang yourself kind of mentality. if you're going to just allow these kind of character players to come in and run rampant because you're more beholden to the alumni association or whatever it may be, your benefactors, if you're more beholden to them than you are the character and safety of your community, you're going to find this problem happening over and over again.
We got to grab them because we're
A quick shout out to Coach G, because there's a couple players that are starter caliber players, contributor caliber players who will not be playing in game 1 this year because of issues.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not going to name the people or talk about the issues because I don't have the information on it, but we believe Coach G here at University of New Mexico,
character
guy.
Yeah, there's exceptions to every rule. Stephen Lager's going to join us. We're going to talk Aggies. When we get back, they obviously open up this week, and that's a big deal. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need know who to.
You know what's weird, Griff? You don't know this. Van does a very good beatbox. And I never bring it up until we're in a place where he's been drinking and there are strangers around.
You don't say.
It's my go-to move.
And there's never rappers around.
No, never.
No, it's all like mid-50s white-collar, bearded men.
Correct.
Who could care less
Yeah.
that I have a slightly above-average beatboxing capability.
Yeah, we're at a board meeting because we're on the board of directors at a local credit union, and I'm like, Van, didn't you say you were gonna beatbox a little bit today?
It's like, no, I would never say that.
And I'm over here like,
especially in this situation.
Puss in Boots, Puss in Boots, Puss in Boots, Puss in Boots. Like, what? That's not one.
That's not it at all.
Joining us on the friend of the show hotline, Stephen Wagner. He's a sports reporter for Las Cruces Sun News. Stephen making his debut on the program.
New thought.
What is up, brother?
Hey, guys, doing pretty good. How's it going?
Well, everything is just okay right now because we had you on because I was talking all that stuff about the Lobos. Obviously, New Mexico Highlands University. We're on The Voice. And I was having all these conversations about football around the state, including Western and Eastern, and I just kept leaving out New Mexico State, Steve. I need to get pumped about New Mexico State Aggies football. Put it over to me, or I'm just going to fight it forever.
Well, New Mexico State, they certainly gave fans, I think, a fair amount to be excited about in their game against Nevada. Obviously, this is a program that has been a little bit of a stranger to success. They had that bowl win a few years ago, but other than that, historically they've struggled. But they brought in Jerry Kill. He recruited pretty well over the offseason in terms of the transfers that he was able to bring in and the guys that he was able to sign. And there's been a lot of anticipation building up to this season, I think, really because it marks the beginning of a new era for New Mexico State football. And any time that you bring a new coach in, there's always going to be that aura of hope and excitement because you're excited about the possibilities. And Saturday against Nevada, New Mexico State didn't play great by any means, but they had a lot of moments, I think, where if you were a New Mexico State fan, your takeaway was kind of, hey, the pieces are there. It might take a little bit to assemble them, but the pieces at least are there, and this is a program that I don't think is hopeless by any means. I definitely think that there's a reality where New Mexico State is leading that game 16-10 at halftime, and I think there's a reality where they win that game too. But obviously, this is a team that's going to have a fair share of challenges coming up. This week, they're playing Minnesota, and then a little while after that, they have to go to Wisconsin, and those are obviously going to be two very difficult teams to play against. But I definitely think that this is a program where, you have to have some generally good feelings because you saw a lot of things that I think just screamed potential for New Mexico State.
Man, before I hand it to you, I got a two-parter. Number one, what was the money line on a safety being the first scorer of the season? Need to know that because I missed that one big. And then what's the quarterback situation right now at State?
Well, if I had known what the money line was going to be on a safety being scored for the first points of the season, I would have taken it. And I would be a very rich man, and I don't think we'd be having this conversation right now. But unfortunately, I do not know what that money line was. I'm definitely going to have to keep my eye out for that in the future, though. I guess that's one of those things that you just kind of learn as you go along. And as far as the quarterback situation goes, Diego Pavia was the starter. He got the start for New Mexico State. Gavin Frakes came in the second half and provided a little bit of a spark. They've had an ongoing quarterback battle really going back to the spring. I think everyone knew it was going to be between Diego and Frakes. And I think the way everyone was kind of leaning was towards Pavia just because he, everywhere that he's been, he's won. He had a lot of success at Volcano Vista. He had a lot of success at Nimi as a JUCO guy, and he's always been undersized, but he's a guy who he makes a lot of plays with his feet. He's not the biggest, he's not the fastest, but he's a gamer, and he kind of has that reputation as a guy who just kind of gets things done, and he's pretty experienced. So I think that was, kind of the reason behind starting him on Saturday. And first drive of the game, he really did look good. He looked confident. He had one really, really impressive throw up the sideline where he stepped up in the pocket and delivered an absolute dime on the move. And it was really one of those throws that made you go, wow, that's why this kid is the starter. Drive ended up stalling out. They didn't get any points on it. But then after that, it just really went downhill quickly for him. He had 4 turnovers in the first half, 3 interceptions, and a strip sack fumble. And any time that you have 4 turnovers in the first half, that's obviously not a great success for winning football games, and that really put him in a hole. And then Gavin Frakes came in the second half, and I really thought that Frakes played great for being a true freshman in his first FBS game. He goes out there, his first drive as an FBS quarterback, they marched right down the field in like 5 or 6 plays. They scored a touchdown, and he really got him back into the game. He made every throw they asked him to make. He ran the ball well. He kept it out of sacks. I thought he looked really poised and really composed for a freshman. And then at the end of the game, when they were down 2 scores and just trying to force something down the field, he threw an interception. But I think that's a turnover that probably doesn't happen if you don't have those first 4 turnovers. So right now, New Mexico State's quarterback battle is, it's still very definitely ongoing. Jerry Kill said, there's really no permanent decision that has been made thus far. And I think Gavin Frakes having the performance that he did on Saturday against Nevada, I think that really keeps this question. I think this really keeps the quarterback door open, and I think I think that makes this an ongoing question.
All right, Stephen, I kind of got to play Switzerland a little bit in this Rio Grande rivalry, this battle of I-25. I lived in Cruces for 6 years. Mesilla still has a special place in my heart. I've been in Albuquerque for 14 years, so obviously I support the Lobos. We love Coach G here, everything he does in the community for the program. I want you to give me and give the loyal listeners your elevator pitch. Why should we follow? Why should we care about New Mexico State Aggie football this year?
This is kind of momentum and buzz that we really haven't felt in quite a while. There was very, very palpable buzz before the season started, and I think it's kind of continuing, even though they lost that game against Nevada, just because it felt like there was some real momentum. New Mexico State did not feel hopeless by any means. Like I said, there's very definitely a reality where New Mexico State ends up winning that game. But bringing in Jerry Kill, who is a proven program builder, who has had success taking over, programs that were quite frankly tire fires, everywhere that he was at. He had success in Southern Illinois, and that was a program that was really in a lot of trouble, and he ended up turning them into winners. He won at Minnesota. He's a former Big Ten Coach of the Year. He's taken programs that did not have much, and he gave them something. And I think that's something that New Mexico State fans have a really, really good reason to be excited about. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a quick rebuild because at programs like New Mexico State that have very limited resources, there is no such thing as a really quick rebuild. But I do think that this is a program that is eventually capable of getting back to a bowl game. I've said before that I think this is going to be a 5-year rebuild for New Mexico State. I think it takes 2 years to establish a recruiting pipeline. Then I think it takes 2 more years to develop that talent into a competitive product. And then by year 5, I think that's the year where things really come together and we start to see a team that goes out expecting to win. Not saying that they don't, expect to win now, but I think that is going to be the point where the culture that Jerry Kill wants to establish is there. I think that's the point where the talent is going to be there, and I think that they'll get to the point where they are very capable of competing in Conference USA. And Jerry Kill outright is an A-level hire for a program like NMSU. I definitely think in terms of coaching, no disrespect to him here, but I do think that he's a better coach than Doug Martin. I think he's certainly more accomplished. Of course, we can't completely say that Doug Martin can't coach or anything like that, because he did win a bowl game here. So that's obviously very impressive. But I do think that the upside for this New Mexico State team is very bright. I do think that this is a team that is very capable of getting 6 wins or possibly 7 wins within the next 5 years and getting back to bowl eligibility. So I do think the stars are bright in Las Cruces.
Last one, Stephen, before we let you go. I know you have been at the Las Cruces Sun News covering a story of a local high school football player from Oregon Mountain who had a tough situation in Deming over the weekend, and you put out today that the Las Cruces Booster Clubs are doing some fundraisers to support he and his family. Can you kind of give a rundown on where that's at and how, if people are excited to help and contribute, how they can do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Oregon Mountain's middle linebacker and running back Abraham Romero, during a football game against Deming on Friday night, he suddenly collapsed on the field. He was rushed to a local Deming hospital, and he was then airlifted from Deming to El Paso Children's Hospital, where he has remained in the intensive care unit in a medically induced coma for the last few days. And it's a very unfortunate situation, but we've really seen the community rally around this kid, very quickly. All of the high schools have all of the high school booster clubs have pledged to donate to the family and be able to just help out with various expenses, whether it's medical, whether it's travel, all kinds of different stuff. And we recently found out that the booster clubs are planning on putting together a car wash that all 4 high schools will collectively host on Sunday at a local hospital here in Las Cruces. They also have a web page set up for the young man, and those interested in donating are able to call Oregon Mountain High School, or there is also a Cash App link available on the web page. But it's a very unfortunate circumstance, but it's been very encouraging to see all of these local high schools come together in support of this young man who has just had a god-awful tragic situation happen to him. It's certainly something that no one would ever wish on anyone, but it has been very encouraging to see the community really rally around this young man.
You can contact Oregon Mountain High School at 575-527-9430. That's how you can inquire about making a donation. Stephen, thank you for taking the time with us.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks a bunch.
Thanks, Stephen.
Stephen Wagner of the Las Cruces Sun News. Good dude. Super good dude. When we get up, we wrap out the bottom of the hour. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The brand.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Back on the program. You were doing this radio show yesterday?
Correct.
So during the radio show that you were doing yesterday with Robert Gibson, Albert Pujols hit another home run?
Yes, he did.
So that's 694.
Correct.
That puts him 6 off. So we have decided, and by we, I primarily mean me.
Yes.
That during broadcasts now, moving forward, we are going to give real-time Albert Pujols at-bat updates for the remainder of the until he hits 700. So up until the very last game of the season.
Okay, that's a little excessive.
It doesn't matter.
That's a little okay. We're gonna have to do like updates during the day on our social media whenever he comes up to bat.
Like
on
when
the
they're
day game.
when they're in Wrigley.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
We're just gonna when they're on the West Coast, we're just gonna have to do our show till 11.
During the hours of this program.
Okay, that's better.
If Albert Pujols is in an at bat, which by the way, in the lineup today, DHing, playing in Cincinnati, beating up on them Reds, who by the way, steady have a losing record. We're going to give in-game Albert Pujols at bat updates.
I can dig that.
That's the plan. I'm into it.
Your love of Albert Pujols only rivals my hate of Alex Rodriguez.
What's your problem with Alex Rodriguez?
He keeps getting to marry Jennifer Lopez over and
Every
over
time,
again.
Yeah.
How many times does he get to do that? And I don't.
Why do you keep pressing reset on the best game you've ever played? Just keep playing it. Speaking of speaking of entertainment, the Hard Knocks is on tonight. We didn't get. Also, we haven't done our Game of Thrones breakdown yet, which we will do today.
Oh my!
Did you watch Sunday?
Of course.
It's terrible.
It is so good, and you're so wrong.
Oh, it's the worst.
It started off ever so slightly above average,
no.
and now it just keeps getting better and better and better.
So there's one big plot twist this last episode of the Game of Thrones, and it's the exact plot twist that everyone thought it was going to be. It was not a plot twist at all. It's the most obvious and lazy of writing ever to create like a faux conflict between characters that should be in unison.
The princess is actually a lesbian. Is that what you're going to bring up?
The princess's
She's
girlfriend
being groomed by the future queen. Is that what you're talking about?
You're actually talking about the first Game of Thrones. This one, the second Game of Thrones, is the princess's lesbian girlfriend is actually not lesbian at all. And here comes the conflict. It's the laziest writing in the history of all television. But luckily that's offset by HBO because Hard Knocks is on tonight.
There ain't no dragons on Hard Knocks, son.
There were no dragons in episode 2 of Game of Thrones.
Yes, there literally was. They had a dragon standoff on a bridge.
They wasted them all in the first one. Here's all the highlights.
You can hate on Game of Thrones all you want.
It's not hard.
Okay? Hate on House of Dragons
what is
all
that?
you want. But don't lie about it.
What?
There was literally a dragon standoff. There was multiple people riding dragons.
I must have went into the kitchen to make bagel bites during that scene because it was.
And you don't even eat Totino pizza rolls, you loser. You go bagel bites. Ugh.
For like an HBO set.
How are we even friends?
Hard Knocks is on tonight. I'm jazzed for it. Here's the note I wrote down, Griff, for the next segment at 5 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
Drug Rich Gang Atlanta.
I can't wait to tell you this story.
Yeah, get
You
ready.
heard that.
Get ready for it. Also, instant replay on routine plays is stupid. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
No fourth gear, dark side beats, no. Dream style roofing, tops them all when you're.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
This is 2 Men On.
You put one Aggie segment on the program, Van. You put one. We put one Aggie segment on all season long.
There's good people on both sides.
Texter goes crazy. We don't show the back of the house of the Texter.
No.
Some of these are very funny.
Yes. There are some passionate Aggies fans out there, and there are some verbose Aggie haters out there. You'll never guess which text I appreciate more.
Well, hold on. You're saying it like it's an obvious. I'm saying that these texts we just got, a lot of them very critical of the Aggies. I can't tell if it's from, like, scorn Aggies fan or from, like jilted Lobos fan. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
that
which
makes
one
sense.
it is.
That makes sense.
Like, do you love them so much you hate them, or do you hate them so much you love it?
A little bit of self-loathing is
Like-
what you think. Yeah.
Like, wow, which... Like, these aren't appropriate for radio jokes, but they're very good jokes.
I can edit them. Would you like me to edit?
No, because they lose a
Would you
little...
like me to strongly edit these texts?
No, it just loses a little bit. Albert Pujols not batting yet, so just heads up on everyone.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm just giving in broadcast updates of Albert Pujols. All right, Van, you told me to write down these 4 words, okay? You told me to write down drug-rich gang Atlanta.
Correct.
All right. I refuse to allow you to give me any of this in the prep. I am now ready. What up?
I started to give you the Cliff's Notes of this absolutely insane story, and you went, bup. Save it for the 5 o'clock segment.
Yep, don't have time.
Guess what time it is, Albuquerque?
All right, I'm ready. Give it to me.
It's 5 o'clock. So, what happened was, and this is sports and sports adjacent.
Okay, good.
So, the jilted Calvin Ridley, who's on a 1-year suspension for sports gambling.
Allegedly.
Okay. He's still doing okay, and he's been flashing a lot of bling on Instagram. You know who didn't like that, Fred? The aforementioned drug-rich gang from Fulton County, Atlanta. So the drug-rich gang has been...
Such a stupid name for a gang.
What are you talking about? It's an amazing name.
And
I'm not sure if this is an Atlanta street gang or if this is like the new hottest rappers on SoundCloud. I don't know if the drug-rich gang is actually involved in a criminal conspiracy or they're going and saying turnt.
What's
and
crazy
sipping on scissor. I don't know.
is whenever they walk up to you, they go, a hip hop, a hip to the hip to the hip hip.
How old are you?
That's the name Drug Rich Gang.
That is the drugstore gang.
Oh,
is what
okay.
you're thinking of.
You're thinking of the Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh, the Sugar Hill Gang. That's so much different than the Drug Rich Gang.
That is quite different.
Well, you never know what's the Sugar Hill.
Because Sugar
100%.
you don't know what they're up to
Yeah,
on their free
that
time.
sounds very.
But let me tell you what the Drug Rich Gang from Atlanta has been up to.
Stop calling them that.
The Drug Rich Gang has a recently filed 220 count indictment on 26 gang members
Alleged.
for, count this up,
Yeah.
carjacking,
Deal.
kidnapping,
Okay.
robbery,
What?
attempted murder,
No good.
breaking and entering.
All right. That's the least of all of them.
Those is all the good ones. They're just missing rape and murder. Besides that, they got the criminal bingo nailed.
But who are they targeting?
They're targeting anybody on Instagram in the Atlanta area who is showing flash, who is showing bling, including kind of current Atlanta Falcon, Calvin Ridley. And they've targeted Mariah Carey.
Is Mariah Carey safe?
Mariah Carey, for now, she is safe. The Atlanta United goalkeeper, Brad Guzan, Marlo Hampton.
Never heard.
Of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I always use the Real Housewives of Atlanta as like a punchline to my jokes, and I don't know anything about it or the people.
Yeah, but what about
multiple Atlanta stars? Just about any Atlanta star that's been on Instagram showing flash, showing bling, they got robbed by the Drug Rich Gang. So there's a huge investigation.
So what do they just dox them? They find out like their addresses? Is that how it works? Yeah.
If they show themselves showing off new jewelry, showing off a flashy car, doing the exhibit pimp my ride thing or whatever, they will find information from them on social media and kidnap and rob them.
So this happened to Calvin Ridley?
It happened to Calvin Ridley,
Oh,
yes.
damn it.
Yeah.
So
So he obviously won that bet that he got suspended for.
the leader of the Drug Rich Gang, whose name is not Rich. His legal name is Kenzel Walker.
Okay.
But he goes by the street name
Big and Rich.
No.
Oh, whoops.
Clairvoyant.
Oh, that's nice. First name Claire. Last name Voyant.
Apparently, you know how all gangs have tattoos. You know, it's like you got to put like your your logo up or whatever. RX is their logo.
Ah.
So there you go. And it's also
Richard Xavier.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Don't think so.
Oh.
But RX means drugs. It's like a prescription van.
I understand
and
that.
then they also incorporate many of the traditional Monopoly symbols.
Oh, that's nice.
Including the Millionaire Man.
Okay.
Don't know his real name.
That's a lot of fun.
Mr. Moneybags, is that correct?
Just the Monopoly guy, isn't it?
I
just said
Griff,
like
what is it?
I want to say it's Mr. Moneybags. I think you're right.
I think it's Mr. All right, today's
Okay.
I-9 varsity, okay? So today's I-9 varsity, what time are we doing that? 6? Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of assumed names, okay?
Okay.
So this is, you assumed the name of someone, but that's not actually their name.
That would be Rich Uncle Pennybags.
There we go.
Rich Uncle Piggybags.
Penny. Penny or Piggy?
That would be Penny. Unless Wikipedia got this one wrong.
So I want to make sure I got this straight. If you're a celebrity in the Atlanta area and you own an Instagram and you were showing off your jewels,
Stop.
Stop.
If you're actually Jewel, be very careful.
These hands are small. I know.
Who's next?
It's whoever they target. This is an interesting targeting too, because this is not like, you remember when we were kids and you would go to buy like a new pair of sneakers, but you go with a buddy, so you didn't have to walk to your car by yourself out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Is that a thing in your neighborhood? That was a thing in my neighborhood. Okay, so like, this is not that. It's not just like
no,
like cloak and dagger figures in like a shady alley getting you outside the mall. This is
Robin Hood, but Robin Hood kept it all.
Well, it's very hood.
That's what this is.
Yeah, it's insanely hood.
It's called the Drug Rich Gang. Of course it's hood. It doesn't get any more hood.
Now, was Mariah showing? Because I need to understand the targeting. Is it like you've seen those Instagrams where it's like a person is just like bending over at the waist, leaning into the camera, showing off like their hanging jewelry. That's the thing? Or is this like Mariah is at an award ceremony and she picks up a glass of champagne and a ring is there?
I would assume it's more of the former.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, they're actually showing off. They're actually flexing their goods. Because they also target, like, Instagram influencers.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's one way you get Instagram
become
fame
one,
and
yeah.
notoriety is you act bigger and better and richer than you
Instagrammers.
actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they target these people as well. You know who I'm not worried about? And we met him recently. He was wearing like a very, very understated polo shirt.
Killer Mike.
And cargo shorts.
Is it Killer Mike?
No, it's one of the greatest pitchers in MLB history, Greg Maddux.
No, yeah, he's
Atlanta legend Greg Maddux.
Should be
You're
fine.
safe. You're very safe. So
if
he
you're-
had on New Balance and high socks.
I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
meeting him.
He
The
could
guy
go
with
strike.
the jewel
He could
in
go
his
strike out every single
forehead.
one of us, or go mow his
Does he still
nephew's
have
lawn.
that?
Either way.
Griffin, we didn't get any of that. What's that?
Does the guy, is it Little Uzi who has the jewel in his forehead? Does he still have that?
Oh, he's so done.
How would I ever have the answer
If
to that
that's
question?
actually him.
So, oh, wait, I do know what you're talking about. He has the thing in his
Get it
forehead.
implanted.
It got ripped out in a concert.
Oh my gosh.
So he was
that's
performing at like whatever the Miami equivalent is of like the Megadeth Woodstock whatever concert.
Uh-huh.
So it's called something. You know what I'm talking about. It's like a little 4-day event. I don't have it Googled in front of me, so I can't tell you the name of it. But he had the thing ripped out whenever he crowd dove.
Crowd surfing.
So he was crowd surfing.
Crowd surfing at the Rolling Loud Festival.
At the Rolling
and
Loud.
A fan ripped a $24 million
Yeah.
jewel out of
Yeah.
his forehead.
Just like that Talik guy from Stargate. They were like, I'm just going to rip this thing off the top of your head.
That was a very niche reference.
Like
Congratulations.
Arnold Rimmer from Red Dwarf. They just ripped the thing right off his forehead.
R.I.P. Little Uzi Vert's jewel.
Did he get a new one back?
I don't know. Who's
That
gonna
had to have
say
been
that
so
sold
painful.
Those, my question.
That jewel looks so stupid in his head. You ever see that movie with Dennis Quaid where he's like a spaceman and he has an alien friend? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Enemy Mine.
He looks like
with Zamis.
Yes, he looks like his forehead looks like Zami's cheeks. That's how stupid he looks.
Is that Maurice Cheek's cousin? That's damn good. Sorry.
Cut that one off.
Here we go.
Griff, we need that one for a promo whenever we get back. If you play golf, you don't have to play with the friends you've always played with.
You got options.
You can play with the friends who pay you a whole lot freaking more. It's 2 Men On live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. Play on Team I-9. Start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Spend our evenings at Hollow Spirits. And the weekend is for New Mexico's Vodka Teller Vodka. Don't forget, September the 5th, if you are a friend of the show, we're doing our fantasy draft over at Howie's Sportsbook, 12500 Montgomery Boulevard. And then every Monday, we'll be live for Monday Night Football. We're starting our Thursday Night Football coverage September 17th following the Isotopes' conclusion of their season. And we will let you know at that time, or a little bit before, where we will be for Thursday Night Football. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Drug rip.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite shop.
Back on the program.
Yeah, we are.
Welcome to the program. If you're just now becoming a friend of the show, welcome to being a friend of the show.
New friends of the show and old friends of the show.
Kind of a lot of them.
Look, I'm going to kick some people out of the Friend of the Show League.
Oh, God. What?
By the way.
Crap.
No, don't get worried, Jeff Grammer. We're not going to kick you out of the Industry League. But we're trying to give away free stuff for the friends of the show, and they're sitting there on their emails. So I'm going to boot them out of the league. I'll tell you what. I'm opening it up to 2 more people today.
Shut up. You are not.
505-246-0610. We got 2 spots. We got 2 spots open.
No, we don't.
And yeah, we do. The Friend of the Show League, where you get the chance to win free stuff at the end of the year. Play a little fantasy football with the boys. 2 spots open. 505-246-0610.
Do you mean you
give us your name and email, or go to @TalkABQ on Instagram and Facebook.
Do we have our own teams, or are we sharing a team?
We're sharing a team.
No, I'm out.
We're sharing teams again in both leagues.
We're 100% not. Also, we missed the Albert Pujols at bat because we were at commercial break, but just heads up, he did not hit a home run. So.
No, he didn't. Tommy Edman did, though.
Tommy Edman did. No one cares. The I'm not sharing a team with you in the Friend of the Show League. I will share a team with you in the Industry League where we can beat up on Brandon Ortega and Van Tate and Bethany Miller and J.J. Buck. Like, they all got it coming to them.
Okay.
But
You want your own?
I want my own in the Friend of the Show League.
I love this.
Because I want to be able to beat you.
Okay.
So stupid.
Excellent. Okay. I like this better.
Now, in the Industry one, if you whoop us and Jeff Grammer writes an article on it, I want to be able to say that was your fault. In the Friend of the Show League, if you whoop me, I'm going to say, well, it's collusion, boys. We're not going to let one of you guys win.
Okay.
You're the friends of the show.
All right. No, I like it.
All right, so what, you're legitimately kicking people out?
No, there's literally 2 spots open.
No, there's not. Because
Okay,
I looked at the thing.
One spot open now. One spot open now that you're going to have your
All right,
own
so
team.
let's have 2 spots.
2 spots.
2 spots open. Friend of the Show League. 505-246-0610. Reach out to your boys. We are drafting next
Or
Monday.
Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, wherever you want. At Talk ABQ. You get to us, we will get it. I promise. Also, you can call Van on his cell phone. So, reach out to the program if you're a friend of the show and you want to be in the Fantasy Football League. We are doing that. The draft is next Monday, the 5th. It costs it's $3. Is that correct?
$3, and then partners and sponsors of the show will be giving away prizes.
We do
at
have
the end of there.
we do a lot of dumb, stupid prizes.
Yeah.
I know there's a ton of T-shirts. I'm sure coffee's going to be in the mix.
Some merch, some
Yeah.
coffee, some tickets to cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, what up, Teller Vodka? What are we doing
Yeah.
here? Are we trying to come off one?
Can we legally
can we get
give
a little-
away all of your stuff?
Yeah, what's the deal here?
Yeah.
What's
I know
okay.
we give away free stuff at tastings.
Yes.
I don't know if we can legally give away vodka. If we can, we gonna.
I think we can.
Yeah.
If you don't
I
sell
think
it,
there's some weird loophole where you can't give away alcohol.
one of us has a server's license, and it's not
Okay, hold
me.
on. I'm calling Chris Lurig of Safe House Distilling
just say,
and
what's the deal?
Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka, during the commercial break.
Also, we will be giving out tomorrow. We're at New Mexico Pinion Coffee. Come hang out with us. We're at the 4th Street location. We got Ice Stubs tickets. Swing by, grab some Ice Stubs tickets from us. Make a donation to Locker 505. And by the way, the Locker 505 donations, killing right now.
Yes.
There's just so much stuff coming in at Pinion Coffee because you get 10% off your order, or you get 25% off with a high necessity item and a social media share. So. Be a part of that. We'll be at Pinion on Wednesday. We got our football preview, NFL season preview on Thursday.
Correct.
That's going to be very good. Do we have any guests with that?
We do. Our NFL savant, our draft savant.
Ryan Ramirez.
Teenager. Ryan Ramirez.
Let's go.
Yeah, really
Let's
excited.
go. Ryan joined us.
He's going to make us look so stupid.
Oh, see, he knows. Yeah. And this is a fun one because how old is he? 15?
16?
He's like a kid. Plays
Yeah.
football over at Academy. He's a dude.
Yeah.
First of all, he's a dude.
Yeah.
But he's going to join us for the Thursday broadcast as we're going to break down everything NFL for the entirety of that one, and that's going to be very good. And I'm not talking like storylines. I'm talking like here's the conference, here's the expectation.
Yes.
Let's set this thing in stone. So we're going to do that on Thursday. And then Friday, I am off the program, Van, as I have a commitment to New Mexico Highlands soccer as they are at home. But you and Robert this Friday, where are you at?
Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
In real time, we got another addition
Okay.
to the Friend of the Show League.
Of course you did.
3-month family membership to the Y for the Friend of the Show League
Let's
prizes.
go. Okay.
How about that?
Let's go.
How about that?
So we're giving away fellowship and we're giving away football?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're in the Friend of the Show League, you get a membership to the Y. We're going to do a bunch of weird giveaways and stuffs, and it's going to be a blast. But 505-246-0610, text the program. We will get a hold of you. Or otherwise, reach out to us via the social media outlets at TalkABQ, every social media outlet, and we will be there, and you will be a part of that with us. Golf fan. Who's the best golfer in the world?
Rory McIlroy.
Tiger Woods.
Okay. We're not talking all-time. We're not talking historically.
Okay.
Right now, it's Rory McIlroy. He has a very hardcore allegiance to the PGA. Good for him for keeping him. But you know who number 2 is?
No.
That would be Cam Smith.
Not familiar. Give it to me.
Cam Smith, he's an Aussie. He's a heck of a golfer.
All right. Very good.
He is on his way out of the PGA Tour. He's so far the most high-profile player who's defecting to the LIV Tour. So he is on his way out. Him and 5 other golfers defected to the LIV Tour today.
Defected? That's the word you're going to use?
And this is like time to take LIV seriously. Like, at the beginning, I thought maybe this might be a little hokey. Maybe it's not going to last. Maybe a quick money grab by some plundering golfers. But now the number 2 player in the world is being added to the LIV Tour. Like, that's a big move.
Also, Harold Varner III, who put out a really good letter on Twitter today where he said, and I'll just sum it up for you, it's for the money.
Yeah. Yes.
I appreciate you, Tour. I appreciate you, fans. Don't have it confused. It's for the money. I'm going to use the money to fund programs.
I appreciate the honesty.
I'm into this. He's doing it for the money.
For the love of money.
How do you feel about the honesty behind it? I'm into that.
Yes, thank you. Wait, what? That's the only reason people are doing this.
He says, I'm going to fund my foundation through it.
Sweet.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
He's going to help all the wrongs of Saudi Arabia with Saudi Arabia's money.
I went to a wedding this past weekend. I met a lot of strangers.
Rode a horse?
Rode a horse.
Yeah, that's cool.
And all these, you know how it is when you meet strangers. They say, hi, my name is so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? And I say, well, my name is Fred Slow. I identify social problems, and I solve them with other people's money. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
This is the thing I want to be when I grow up. I want to identify like a social herpy and say this thing can be solved with the money of like a widowed Republican.
It's a shame you're so horrible at golf. And there's no time for recompense.
I can't get LIV good.
There's not enough practice in the world for you to make the LIV Tour.
The time for us to get into the LIV Tour has passed. That was 3 months ago when they were taking everyone.
The time for me to even break par has passed. I just want to get good enough at golf where I don't embarrass myself.
LIV would have wanted us for a while. Whenever LIV was starting,
They're
didn't
just
need
looking for names?
They need personality.
Yeah.
They like who can go out there, who's adjacent to golf.
We got Bryson Shambo.
Yeah, duh Shambo.
And we got like 30 guys from Asia. And Van and Fred.
Why didn't that guy got no shoes on over there? Who's that cat? Bring him a Diet Coke. That's not the voice of a guy running.
I don't believe so.
No, it wasn't either.
Greg Norman, also an Aussie. That's probably why I didn't think about this until right now in real time in this moment. Cam Smith defected to play for his countrymate Greg Norman.
Defected. It's not a defection. That's not what that word means.
They don't have to move to Saudi Arabia?
No.
That's not part of the deal?
They don't even hold their tournaments in Saudi Arabia. They're in like Trump golf courses.
Huh.
I'm not joking.
I'm reading this wrong.
How come I don't understand what's going on with this billionaires golf league?
So anyways, these 30 golfers who are forced to golf in Dubai. That's not the story? That's not it? That's not true at all?
30
whatsoever?
golfers kidnapped.
Saudi magnates kidnap golfers.
And
even a couple nice Aussies.
In a Hunger Games style competition of survival. You ever see
Saudi Arabia, Patty Hearst's Greg Norman into compliance.
That's the verb you want to use?
Yes.
They're going. This PGA, who just announced like big like $1 million tournaments that were higher than other ones, and Tiger and Rory are I guess the face of this thing now. And I tell you what, I've seen this kind of thing in a lot of mostly like independent league things. So if it's like independent league baseball or football or whatever it is, but you'll see like, hey, once a team or a league can't pay, that team or the league finds someone who can do it.
Sure.
And that's what this is. This is hey, PGA, all these golfers were like, no, don't do this. It's weird. And then low-key on the backside, they're like, hey, hold tournaments like this, do these things. If you guys are, and then, by the way, call me. That's what this is. The whole thing's it's a work.
Look, this is what I think is going to happen. Now that the LIV is so successful from having all these players defect to their league, they're going to na-na-na-na-na-na. They're going to run the league for a couple years, and they're either going to rejoin or buy out the PGA, and we're going to have a one world golf conglomerate.
So when you use words like defect in one world,
Oh, where's my tin hat?
Yeah,
Where
it's
did I
a
put
little
it?
too much.
I said it. It was just sitting
for
right
your
here.
boy.
Yeah.
NFL cuts are happening this week. We'll see some on Hard Knocks tonight, but they've already happened. So we'll give you a breakdown of the ones that stood out to us when we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Your burrito prayers have been answered. Taco Bell's.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Oh my God, Van! The Saints cut Taco Charlton.
That's really sad.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I thought he was going to make the roster and contribute. Old Taco.
Cooper Rush, he gone from the Cowboys.
Taco is often my pick in the chili race up at Tope Stadium. So R.I.P. Taco.
The Cowboys have one.
Busy Taco.
The Cowboys have one quarterback, man.
Okay.
Cooper Rush gone.
Accounting Dak?
They only have Dak.
Okay. So they have half a quarterback.
He's on the initial 53-man roster. They have half a quarterback in Dak Prescott.
3/4. Let's give him some credit.
I know who Cooper Rush is because of, obviously I should, but Will Greer.
Only because of Hard Knocks last year.
Yeah. And Ben DiNucci.
R.I.P. Ben DiNucci.
They're both gone.
Cut, not deceased.
We don't know.
They have not been deported.
I don't assume, Van.
They didn't join the Live Tour. They were just cut.
All right, there's a lot of takes here. You're not deceased if you join the Live Tour. Marlon Mack, he gone from the Texans.
Well, maybe he goes to the Colts, and then you have a little return of Marlon Mack.
I don't like that one.
Okay, cool. I do a lot. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to journal about this later.
Don't like that.
I squeezed in a very funny Return of the Mac joke. Fred didn't like it because he didn't think of it.
I'm going to say Alex Leatherwood to you. You're going to say who?
Oh, man. Poor Alex Leatherwood.
Offensive lineman for the Raiders, who was drafted 17th overall last year, and allegedly the Raiders tried to trade him to 31 other NFL teams, and 31 other NFL teams said, nah, fam.
Dang.
We good.
They pulled a Fresh Prince's dad on him, didn't they?
I mean, that's messed up.
Yeah, a lot. 31 teams didn't want him. A guy that I think deserves like an 8th chance. Josh Gordon got released from the Chiefs today.
What?
He's still got to be good.
The Josh Gordon?
The Josh Gordon.
The wide receiver, Josh Gordon.
Yes.
From a team that traded away their best wide receiver.
The Hyde receiver, Josh Gordon.
That's very good.
Got replaced with Juju, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Who else is there? Mecole Hardman.
People are talking really highly about him.
Josh Gordon? Yeah. He said he's turned his whole life around.
All right, so he will
Still high.
He'll be in Tampa Bay in 5 minutes.
There's no room.
5 minutes?
No.
5 minutes? Nah, I'm reaching. Browns cut a quarterback. It's not the one you wanted.
Yeah, good luck with that. Dolphins released running back Sony Michel.
Aw.
Thought he was going to be a contributor for the team. They thought, no, thank you.
How long till he's in Tampa Bay?
Hey, you want to say that one again? Bills release tight end O.J. Howard.
Okay. Van, I got a question for you.
What?
How long till he's in Tampa Bay?
I don't know. Probably pretty soon because he just came from Tampa Bay.
Broncos release a quarterback. And this one makes sense to me.
Okay.
Because once you have Russell Wilson, you don't need anyone else. Josh Johnson, he gone.
Okay. Vikings also released backup quarterback Kellen Mond.
How long till Josh Johnson's in Seattle?
Colts release running back Philip Lindsay. I think there's a pretty good chance he's going back to Denver. think there's a pretty good chance of that.
Why? Why is that what your gut is
Because
telling
he's
you?
like the perfect third running back, and the Broncos need a third running back. He's a hometown boy.
All right.
He'll sign for a discount.
Don't hate that.
Yeah.
Some safeties get cut. No one cares about that. Who's Logan Ryan? Is he good?
So basically nobody important got released is what I'm seeing here.
Logan Ryan, who came over with Tom Brady from the Patriots to the Buccaneers. He gone.
He gone.
Bucks did cut Tyler Johnson, who I know you like.
I didn't dislike, that's for sure.
You don't care about Kellen Mond. You already talked about that.
Yeah, sure.
Willie Snead.
Cool name.
What?
Would you trade your name for Willie Snead?
No.
It's got such a good ring to it.
I have such a cool name.
Fred Slow?
That's a tough name.
Manfred Fitzgerald Slow?
It's not my name.
It's not your name?
It's not my name.
Huh. They call you Stacy?
Say my name. Say
No,
my
that's
name.
That's not my name.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's all right.
Laquan Treadwell, he gone from the Jaguars. And you know I'm a big Jaguars fan.
Jaguar.
The Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Jaguars.
Jaguar.
He's not good, but here's the problem.
He should be on an NFL roster.
Trevor Lawrence is not good.
How dare you? Okay, so my second quarterback pick in this year's fantasy draft is safe from Fred. That's good news for
Who
me.
drafts 2 quarterbacks?
Me. I draft 3 quarterbacks in my league that I'm commissioner of because it's a 2-quarterback league. I like having a really strong backup in fantasy. I don't care if it takes up a bench spot. I need me some good quarterback play in those bye weeks and in case my dude gets hurt.
Email me, Fred at TalkABQ. Email Van at TalkABQ. At TalkABQ on any social media outlet. If you're in for the Friend of the Show Fantasy League, does the Friend of the Show Fantasy League have regular rules, or is it one of these dumb defensive player ones? Because we're not doing that.
Oh, no. The Friend of the Show League is just a basic 1 extra flex PPR league.
Why? No. What's all that verbiage?
Hey, you know what I did? I got rid of kickers and the defense. So it's just all offensive players.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why even have those two? They don't matter.
They don't matter at all. Unless you're Justin Tucker, which who should be in the NFL's top 50? 100%.
You know what the NFL's top 50 is?
Yeah, we covered it yesterday on the show while you were gone.
Slow news day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Fred Slow news day.
It's see, that's what I'm saying. It's a good name.
Okay, it's no Willie Snead.
If I was going to change my name to anything.
If my name was not as cool as Van, which
Yeah.
Van is a very cool name, just ask Van Tate.
Well, if you're a handsome black guy, yes. For you, no.
What? How dare you? I'm keeping the sports entertainment Vandom alive here in Albuquerque.
If I was going to change my name.
Hey, don't gloss over the fact that I just said Vandom, okay?
We're at Griff. we're at Howie's the other day, Griff, like working on our Monday Night Football stuff, and we're like meeting some friends of the show or whatever. And they were like, "Oh my God, how do you guys know Howie's?" And we're both like, "Well, this is where we do our Vaniversary."
It's true.
Which is the day, Griff, that me and Van met 5 years ago. We celebrated every year with a Vaniversary party
at Howie's.
How come not a Frediversary? Why is it a Vaniversary?
Well, for the exact reason you just said. It's one sounds really good and the other one's stupid.
Yes, it's a Vaniversary.
Also, if I was going to change my name, I would change it to Daddy Talent.
Related to Daddy Yankee?
Not familiar with he.
You don't know Daddy Yankee?
I just feel like Daddy Talent is a cool name, and I think
Daddy Talent.
You don't think it's a cool name?
I mean, I think that's a name that I hear a lot on those documentaries I watch on the internet.
Okay.
Something hub. I don't remember. Yeah.
Just saying, if I had a pro wrestling persona and I had to name it, you would call me Daddy Talent. And
Daddy Talent.
That's not a good one.
I don't think so.
It's
It doesn't have that immediate. Hey, again, 505-246-0610.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Fred's new wrestling name, Daddy Talent?
That's
okay.
Griff, what's your impression of Daddy Talent? Is that a good pro wrestling name?
I don't know about wrestling.
A certain type of wrestling, maybe.
I was thinking like a radio name because I was like, oh, Daddy Mike or something, but
What?
wrestling, I don't know. Maybe Daddy saw
Vital takes one day
I'm
off.
not feeling it.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not feeling it.
You don't feel like if I was like, hey, welcome to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Van Nunley and Daddy Talent here. We're going to jump into today's top stories. You don't feel like that'd be a thing?
Speaking of super producer Stephanie, we've failed to mention super producer on the other side of the glass, Adrian.
Oh, there we go.
Here at Comcast 26 and ProView Networks. And I'd just like to let him know I did my homework, Adrian, in the commercial break.
Yeah.
And yes, Patriot Mobile does have coverage in our service area.
What is Patriot
So
Mobile?
be very excited.
They have
Patriot
iPhones?
Mobile is a Christian conservative cell phone service.
Griff, we're breaking the fourth wall. This is when conversations outside the program make it to the program. The Bears cut Nathan Peterman. No one cares.
Oh, no, not Nate.
Bills cut Duke Johnson, which I guess is a name. It's not Daddy Talent. When we get back, the Swoosh. Josh Sushan joins us. He's going to talk to us about how the Isotopes game got canceled today. And he's going to claim it was rain, but I think it's because Josh.
Fear.
Yeah, it's 100%
Fear.
That's because, hey, the
Yeah.
boys are slipping a little bit right now. It's we gotta get
About to bounce back against those losers.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sound of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
G's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Hey, Josh, are you there, Josh? Welcome to the show, Josh Sushan. How are you?
How about you?
Doing good, brother. I only caught the very end of it, but what I think you said is you're very upset because the game is rained out and it's an absolute tragedy.
Yes, that is correct, and I'm also very upset because Winton Bernard has been optioned to the minor leagues. I think I'm going to be in tears for it. I think I needed a full day to come down from the disappointment of this news.
So I did not know this. When did this happen?
That hurts. That hurts.
This happened 3-4 hours ago, I think.
And you didn't
I've been
call.
walking around in a funk, just wandering aimlessly, wondering what's the purpose of life. And Winton Bernard is not seriously. What does he have to do? He was performing. He was their basically starting center fielder. He was hitting 300 until the other day. He was making catches. They used him as a pinch runner. I mean, I don't know. It's really
what he
tough.
has
I'm
to
not
do,
objective at all, but and I'm super excited for Sean Bouchard and Michael Toglia. Tolia's made his major league debut tonight, but I was just devastated when I saw that Winton Bernard had been optioned.
Well, Tolia's, hitting 3 home runs a game or whatever, and he was a dude who, in the history of the thing, just had a pit stop in Albuquerque. Winton Bernard is Albuquerque, and what did he do wrong in a previous life?
Ugh.
Exactly. This goes to show, in a lot of ways to me, this is life as the 35th rounder, that it takes 11 years to get to the big leagues. And also, even though you're playing well, this is a first-round pick from a few years ago, and we believe that he's the future, and we're going to call him up, I wish I knew, I'm kind of looking to see, what the Rockies have said publicly and all that, but, yeah, it stinks, man. It totally stinks. I walked, as I was arriving at Sugar Land before the game got postponed, and people see my Isotopes logo, and they're like, hey, Winton Bernard, and they're like, hey, he's doing, well. And even I was leaving, people were like, hey, Winton Bernard. And I was like, you didn't hear the news? And then, because he played for Sugar Land, as it's one of his stops, one of his many stops, when it was an independent league team. And people were pumped, and they saw my logo, and they wanted to talk about Winton because everyone loves him. And now here I am just, sharing terrible news with everyone.
That's about as bummer as I can get out of the blue.
I don't like any of that. Just to recap.
I hope my dog's healthy, too. This is the worst day of my life.
I agree with everything you're saying. Are called up on August the 12th. Started 8 of 10 games, 286, 3 stolen baggers. 12 hits. He's got 12 hits.
Elite center field. Was hitting over 300, a shade under 300, can steal bases, has never committed a toot bland in his whole life.
Okay, that's not fair.
I don't get it.
He has the greatest emotional debut in the history of minor to Major League Baseball, still trending on TikTok, the Gram, the book, the twits. And I'm excited to welcome him back because I care about him greatly, but I kind of low-key wish I never saw him again.
All right, so, Josh, we can't talk about this on air, but you're going to text me who I need to send a strongly worded email
we
to,
need
right?
to know that.
We're going to have some words with some people in the organization.
Yeah, look, Winton Bernard's not the first one who took 11 years to get to the big leagues, right? Just a few days after he got called up, there was a very similar story, a player from the Diamondbacks named Stone Garrett who had just played in Reno in Albuquerque, and a similar thing where he had actually been out of baseball. He was on LinkedIn. He had become like a real estate agent, and he just sent a note to someone, was like, hey, just in case you need an outfielder, let me know. I wouldn't mind still continuing to play. That note got forwarded to the Diamondbacks. They signed him. 2 years later, he's in the big leagues. There was a very emotional phone call video with him, too. And that didn't resonate. That didn't take off. And I'm not going to pretend why certain videos go viral and certain other videos don't go viral. But there was something about the Wynton Bernard video with his mom that just touched millions of people. I was talking to Reagan Todd and Riley Smith about this, and I said, man, millions of people saw that. And Reagan Todd said, what do you mean millions? We're like 5 million or 10 people. Then Riley Smith walked by and he goes, how about 50 million people saw that? And then we started to list like all the different places from CNN to ESPN to MLB Network. Plus you look at the number of times that it's been viewed and the number of people who took that video. And like you said, it's still trending. Like 3 weeks later, it still pops up in your feed. That's 50 million people who probably saw that video. And that video is going to live on forever for as long as Wynton Bernard is on this earth. And he's going to continue to inspire people. And what's next for him in his career, I know he's going to have a positive attitude, a smile on his face, do everything that he can to help the Isotopes win games for as long as he's back with us. But again, my point is, he's not the first one to wait 11 years, but there was something about his story that's different than anybody else who waited that long.
Josh, I have the answer right here. And it's not Stone Garrick. It's all these other guys. Those are just journeymen. Those are like Wynton is the man. He's not a journeyman. He's like a guy whose story resonates so well with everyone because it's that classic, like, I did it because I love my mom. It's special and it's important. And again, when I see him at the ballpark, whatever day we're at the ballpark, I'm going to say, welcome back. And what I'm really going to mean is,
I'm so excited for that standing O. He's going to
get
his
crazy.
First game back at home.
Josh, how do you experience that too? Because that's one you'll be on the broadcast. How do you retell this story? Is it a recharge? Is it a hey, when this is him starting to go back up again, or do you tell it like it's the fairy tale that lasted 2 weeks and this is probably the end of all chapters?
Oh, man, that's a really good question, and I'm glad that I don't have to just make that decision tonight. I'm glad that he was not in the lineup before tonight's game was postponed. I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks of the Dr. Seuss line, don't be sad that it's over, be sad that it happened. But it's not the end of his story either. And so this is, and if anything, Winston's just going to use this to motivate him even more. It's not like he's getting better with age. It's not like, he had that great 11-year run and this was some like courtesy call up because he's a swell guy. He got called up because he earned it. And so, I think that's, again, I think I'm just going to wait for the moment. I'm going to wait till I talk to him in person and kind of see his vibe and all that kind of stuff. But maybe I just say a few words and shut up and let the crowd tell the story.
I think that's where it's at right there.
Don't know anything about that. Albert Pujols has hit 694, Josh. On a rain delay day like this, you just turn on the Cardinals game and see if you see history happen?
Maybe. Did you see this note about the similarities between Pujols and Serena Williams? Did you guys see this on all the socials today?
No, I did not.
Similar
all right,
attire.
Here we go. August. We're in the month of August. August 29th, 2001. 2001. Serena Williams wins at the U.S. Open. Albert Pujols hit a home run, and the following players got hits: Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Craig Biggio, and Dante Bichette. 21 years later to the day, Serena Williams wins the U.S. Open, Albert Pujols hits a home run, and those three guys' sons, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Kevin Biggio, and Bo Bichette, all recorded a hit.
That's bonkers.
Yeah, but what did Serena's kids do? Anything cool?
Trended on social media for being adorable.
Yeah, being adorable. That's about it.
Hey, legit, like Serena Williams.
Really?
It's not my swan song. I'm not feeling it.
Last night.
I'm not feeling. Did you watch it last night? Did you have strong emotion?
Yeah. I did. Like I like, especially when it began and she double faulted back-to-back times. I'm like, oh no, she's not going. Don't tell me she's going to forget how to serve. On this day. No, I thought it was. I really liked that they did it after the first round, so they can kind of do all the emotions and then just let her now try and win one more.
I'm in your corner, Josh. I think she's one of the greatest, most dominant athletes of any sport of all time.
We teased the varsity for 6 o'clock. Let's flip it to 6:15. Serena Williams talk. We'll be back. Josh, thank you so much, brother.
All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We don't know if there's going to be when the makeup game is going to be. It's not a doubleheader tomorrow. We know that for sure. It's just a single game tomorrow, and we'll see if this game gets made up.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Why is Rio Grande...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style roofing tops them all.
Griff, how's the studio today? Everything good over there? What's up? You figured that out? Everything good?
No.
That's nice.
I mean, it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
you got really two options here, guys.
I prefer something over nothing pretty much every time.
So this is an interesting hour for the friends of the show, and if you're just now getting off the office and you're making your way home and you're doing that thing, it's supposed to be Isotopes baseball right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be first pitch of your Albuquerque Isotopes at the Sugarland Space Cowboys. But instead it's and I'm not going to use the word haphazard, but I'm going to use the phrase thrown together, final hour of the program, a little bonus content.
I don't know what you're talking about. We got some great content in the last hour.
Well,
This is the stuff that would have made the list anyways.
It would have made the list.
The Lisp. Oh, speaking of Lisp, I watched the first 2 episodes of Mike last night.
What is that?
It is wildly entertaining.
Never even heard of that.
It's the Hulu docuseries about Mike Tyson. It is so good.
Nah, miss me with that.
They break the fourth wall, talk to the camera. It's like doing different generations all at once. It's really well done. I really like it so far.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
So is it a documentary or like a show?
It's a show.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Very entertaining. And the guy who's playing adult Mike Tyson is a dead ringer.
Yeah. They can make dragons real.
It's not CGI. It's a human being that looks like Mike Tyson.
It's allegedly a human being. Albert Pujols popped out
What
of
did
his...
you allegedly?
Popped out
It's
of
an
his
actual person in real life.
first pitch.
Just like Albert Pujols, who is a real person.
Super popped out.
His birth certificate is fake, but he is a real person.
Touche. Serena Williams defeated Danka Kovanik. Okay. I don't care at all about this. I don't care about the U.S. Open. I don't care that Bill Clinton went there. I don't care.
Bill Clinton and Dr. Ruth were sitting next to each other, so insert jokes here.
I thought she passed away. What happened?
Isn't Serena Williams, isn't this going to be her last?
No, no one knows, Griff.
Allegedly.
Because she didn't tell anyone.
Allegedly.
She just said she's retiring and then kept playing golf, and she's going to ride this attention train forever by putting diamonds in her hair. By the way, I think that's a rap lyric. I don't know if it's actually is a rap lyric, but I think it's diamonds went in my hair when I brush, I spark. And if that's not correct, somebody correct that for me.
Isn't it the Beatles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Serena in the sky with diamonds in her hair.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Eleanor Serena Williams. Something.
That's a different song.
Something,
That's okay. Could be related to David Bowie's Diamond Dogs.
Okay. Here's my thing. This is not a real retirement. There was a stupid press conference yesterday where she tried to draw a ton of attention to herself, which, by the way, if you ask Serena Williams what her favorite thing is, she'll say herself. And then she puts out the Esquire article. She puts out not Esquire, what was it? Vanity Fair. The Vanity Fair article, the going away tour, the 21 first-round victories in the U.S. Open, the press conference afterwards. Look at me! I went from beads to diamonds in my hair. Like, no one cares. I'm telling you, the world does not care. But everyone's like, I gotta pretend like I care. I gotta act like I'm all excited about this thing. This is a big deal. It is not. It's all a work. If there's a TV personality, if there's a radio personality, if there's an actor, if there's a person of influence, if there's any of these hollow shells that we all pretend to be with microphones in front of us that represent ideas and emotions that we simply capture off of Twitter and then regurgitate to you, friend of the show, any show, it is a lie, it is a work, and you have been fooled. Serena Williams is the worst thing in sports and entertainment, and I can prove it to you.
I can prove that you're wrong. Serena's opening round match was the highest attended event in the history of Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah, got to be seen. In no way that's true, because AEW is about to go there, and they're going to put on a pay-per-view, and you're going to have 60,000 screaming wrestling hands going, "Let's go, Daddy Talent."
Nice callback.
Got you.
Call that a callback in the industry.
Very good at it.
So is it because you hate women or black women or the sport of tennis or women's sports in general? Let's kind of focus. Let's focus this.
Griffin.
Let's streamline this hate into one of these
This
things.
is classic media manipulation that obviously Van would buy into. Oh, what do you mean? Manti Te'o had a fake girlfriend. He must be gay. That's what you're doing right now.
What are you talking about?
That's what the media did when Manti Te'o had a fake girlfriend, and they're like, we didn't not vet our sources and report a stupid story. He's actually gay. That's exactly what you're doing right here.
That is not what I'm doing. That is not what I've ever done. I'm my own sentient human being capable of individual thought, and I would steamroll and make fun of Manti Te'o, but never would I accuse him of being gay because he got
ESPN
catfished.
Did.
Also,
CBS did. Fox
not
did.
that there's anything wrong
No,
with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that. But that's what I'm saying. And by the way, I already identified you as hollow vessel of manipulation to draw attention to oneself. I've already identified you that way.
Okay, this in the industry, and I came from mental health.
Yes.
Before I came to here to sports entertainment, Fred.
Mhm.
As you know, over a decade in mental health. 14 years total, if you want to count them all up. What you're doing now is called projecting. You're projecting because you are so jealous of all the attention that Serena Williams is getting, all the success she's had over the career, and you wanted to be on the cover of Vanity Fair like no one else in the history of the world, and so now you're being a hater.
How long were you in mental health?
13 and a half years.
Okay, so 14 is also the number of letters in hashtag Thank You Serena, and I don't care. All of this is produced
You're
by
also
her,
bad at math.
by her own count. This is like her people are like, all right, here's what we're going to do. fake retirement. Hear me out. Okay, we'll get some cameras out. We'll shoot a documentary. We're going to control the narrative here, people. We're going to go in front of everyone who will listen. Hey, what can we do? Oh, I got an idea. We'll get Pete Sampras to write us a letter. Yeah, no, a handwritten letter. That's what moves the dial today, is someone sitting down with a quill and freaking ink going to parchment saying that, Serena, you changed the game. She did not change the game. She's one of many. It's cool she can hit the ball over 100 miles per hour. How about this? Because all female tennis players are made the same way now. Get away from lateral movement. Give me forward and back movement. And whoever can manipulate the game that way is going to win 20 majors in a row anyways. And at least that's a positive attention span versus what Serena Williams is doing, which is creating a false narrative around herself where she's the bully and the victim.
She's one of the greatest athletes literally in the history of sport.
Do you think that the purse is already made up, like what
Yes.
they're going to win? Or does that change depending on if more people buy tickets? Or is it always a set thing? Because I
think the
know
purse
that
is
the
established.
Oh, okay. Because I know
Yeah.
that the ticket
They have to
prices
insure it.
shot way up to like $400 or $500 for her game. So I just was wondering if maybe she was trying to manipulate how much she got paid.
Hey, I promise she's in with big tennis and that she's getting on the back end of this thing, and that these tickets that should go for
She's like, I'm not these people in.
$35, 'cause that's all they're. Sorry, Griff, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Because that's all they're worth. And then Serena Williams can get up and like, do you know what I mean to tennis? Do you know what I mean to women? Do you know what I mean to young kids? Do you know what I mean to families? Like, no, you don't mean anything. Like, you are literally tricking everyone. Everyone is a fool for this. And I'm not you, Van. I'm not a lifeless vessel of conception that is created by mass media and regurgitating the narrative that dragons are cool, because Serena Williams is not.
Here is the narrative, and here's the narrative I'm an empty vessel for.
Yeah.
She's one of the greatest athletes in the history of the universe.
No, she's not.
Every woman, every person of color, every woman of color should be proud of all of her accomplishments,
Nope.
and she should be celebrated for an amazing career.
So stupid, everything you're saying. She got really good at the thing that no one else was trying to get good at. There were no other women trying to be the best tennis player in the world except for her own freaking sister.
Let me tell you how important Serena Williams
They
is
gamed it.
outside of sport. This is pop culture. If there is no Williams sisters,
Mm-hmm.
then there is no father of the Williams sisters.
Who got a
If
movie?
there is
Who
no-
got a movie?
If there is no father of the Williams sisters, there is no movie about the passionate, loving father of the Williams sisters. And then there is no portrayal by Will Smith. And then there is no slap of Chris Rock at the Oscars. We can talk about all of her amazing accomplishments. Let's look at this seven layers of Kevin
effect.
Bacon, butterfly effect, layers of Kevin Bacon that led to Chris Rock being slapped, and it's all Serena Williams' fault. That's right, crickets. That's what I thought, brother.
Are you familiar with the Kardashian Nicole Brown thing?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
As far-fetched as it is.
If the Buffalo Bills don't lose their last game in 1971,
Correct. On
They
a missed
don't
field
have
goal.
they don't have the first pick.
Yeah.
And O.J. Simpson doesn't get drafted by the Bills.
Correct.
Then O.J. Simpson
Doesn't meet a reporter.
Doesn't become the star. Doesn't meet
Yeah.
the reporter
Nicole
in
Brown.
Buffalo. Doesn't become a star.
Mhm.
Moves to Los Angeles, et cetera, et cetera. Doesn't allegedly commit the murder.
Emily did.
Didn't get represented by Rob. Is it Rob Kardashian? Robert Kardashian?
Close
Is that it?
enough.
Robert Kardashian doesn't catapult Robert Kardashian into prominence, and then there are no Kardashians. There are no meteoric rise
He's the
of
dad of one of them.
semi-celebrities.
He's the dad of one of them.
Yeah. So this is all the Buffalo Bills' fault. If you hate reality television, you hate the Kardashians, you hate everything about this me Instagram culture. If the Kardashians lived in Atlanta, they'd probably get robbed by the drug-rich gang.
You'd have a way cooler TV show. And also everything that you just said is the reason why Serena Williams sucks, because she's me culture only, cares about no one else. And if I Googled Serena Williams philanthropy, I would get 0 search results.
Oh, my God. Don't say that out loud. Sorry, Chris Rock, that Serena Williams existed.
I'm just going to Google something real quick. Serena Williams, the charity.
She has a foundation.
All right, so I just typed it. First of all, if you type in Serena Williams CHA, it's championships. So that's whatever on that.
Okay.
Okay. So according to looktothestars.com.org, which I'm not familiar with, Serena Williams is a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. She started that in 2010. Which
Involved
means
with 13 different charities.
she's involved with 0.
It says 13 right there.
These aren't
It
real
has them
charities.
listed.
One of the charities is called the Serena Williams Fund. Stuck up much? She's in Elton John's AIDS Foundation. That just means she wants to hang out with Elton John. She's in Eva Longoria's foundation. Is that Evan Longoria spelled wrong? Is that the third baseman for the Tampa Bay?
The minor leaguer in the San Francisco Giants.
That's what I need to know. So stupid. She's stupid. Hey, but cool. Everyone who got tricked by her. Get emotional. Serena Williams changed the game. She's revolutionary. Yeah.
All of this is true.
Not true. Griff, I got your text. I don't know if you meant to say you're on one or if you're on air, but yes. The worst.
Yeah. It peaked about 5 minutes ago.
Me being on one?
Yeah.
All joking aside.
That was rough for even me to listen to. And I've known you for 5 years.
What are you going on about right now? You're a pawn to this whole thing.
Okay. Hey, our last 6 women of color who are still listening, please text Fred.
None of them are looking up to Serena Williams.
Because they already know everything about her because of the proud culture.
No. That's what I'm saying. You can't just be like, look at me. That's not how it works. That's what Serena Williams is doing.
She's not saying, look at me. She's playing in her final tennis, and everyone is saying, hey, look at her.
Here's what happened. She's played in 20 U.S. Opens, has won in the first round of all of them, plays in the 21st, wins in the first round, and all these people are like, I can't believe it. Do you not have context clues of the previous 20 U.S. Opens? What do you mean you can't believe it? It happens literally every time.
I didn't hear any of that talk that they can't believe it.
She wasn't favored to beat this Russian athlete playing as a non-Russian athlete so that she could enter the country or whatever. They all have different rules over there.
Good Lord. Now I got to hear you talk about Albert Pujols next.
I hope he gets an at-bat whenever we get back. 2 men on, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Coleman, the name that defined outdoor living has now redefined indoor living with the Coleman Echelon Premium Comfort System, redefining efficiency that significantly reduces energy cost while being environmentally friendly, redefining technology for quiet operation and connected functionality, giving you precise control, redefining quality because Coleman HVAC systems are designed, engineered, and assembled in the U.S. and backed by industry-leading warranties. Stay cool and comfortable this season when you come home to Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning. Have you tried Teller, New Mexico's vodka? Safe House Distilling Company in downtown Albuquerque has a passion for creating all-natural craft spirits. Teaming up with the Isotopes, Safe House has created Watermelon Walk-Off. Watermelon Walk-Off is a refreshing canned cocktail made with Teller genuine vodka, watermelon, and lemonade. Watermelon Walk-Off and a selection of our other ready-to-drink cocktails are available at Isotopes Park and New Mexico retail locations. Cheers from Safe House Distilling.
We're celebrating Labor Day at American Home Furniture and Mattress with inflation busters throughout the entire store. Shop furniture and mattresses starting under $500 for every room in your home on the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses in New Mexico. Shop living room, dining room, bedroom, outdoor furniture, rugs, and mattresses all starting at under $500. Like the Wixon chenille upholstered sofa with 2 toss pillows just $4.99 or the Velt 5-piece gathering set just just $3.99. And the best-selling Derrickson Butcher Block Look Queen Bed, just $3.99. Plus, take advantage of 36-month financing with no down payment. With approved credit, see store for details. Shop online at AmericanHome.com or visit us in store at either of our 2 Albuquerque locations. Labor Day Inflation Busters, locally owned and operated.
You always get the best for less at American Home Furniture and Mattress.
There's nothing quite like the excitement of a home run at Isotope Spark. That's why Rio Grande Credit Union is thrilled to be a part of it. At Rio Grande, we think our home loans are home runs too, with low-rate conventional mortgages and home equity loans, and potential loans for those who didn't qualify elsewhere. And since Rio Grande is local, you'll always deal with us. Go Tops! Now playing on Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotope Park. At Rio Grande, we understand. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 414689.
Do you know what's great about being a Smith's Boost member? Well, for starters, free delivery on orders of $35 or more. Yep, you'll get free delivery on all the Smith's products you love. And as a Boost member, you'll get more rewards too, like double fuel points on everything you buy. Experience a new level of membership starting as low as $59 a year with Boost by Smith's Rewards. Sign up today at smithsfoodanddrug.com. Restrictions may apply. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Looking for a great location for your next company meeting, holiday party, or wedding? Choose the Sheraton Albuquerque Airport Hotel. Function space to accommodate up to 450 people. Ultra-quiet guest rooms. Complimentary shuttle service to the airport and Nob Hill. With rates that can't be beat, the Sheraton Albuquerque Airport Hotel has it all. Leaving town? Check in the night before your flight. Ask for the park and stay package and leave your car up to 7 days. A proud supporter of the Isotopes, go to SheratonAlbuquerqueAirport.com.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday morning starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay, we're back at it. We're on this program together. It's like 40 more minutes of this program because there's no Isotopes baseball tonight.
Our apologies, and also you're welcome.
There is that.
You get so much baseball. You only get so much of us.
League Office 280 at i9sports.com. Today's I9 Varsity. If you're not familiar with the I9 Varsity, welcome to the program. What it is we take a talking topic throughout the program, and then we identify the best of that topic, including the varsity team. So this is not the JV. This is not the B team. This is the varsity team. Connect with I9 Sports 505-312-4999. Reach out to they as they are starting fall sports as we speak. Flag football's coming up. What's up?
You excited?
It's my favorite of the footballs.
Yeah? Flag?
Yeah. Everyone has to
less major injuries.
Everyone has to be quarterback one time.
Really?
I like that.
That's nice.
Like, yeah,
that is real nice.
You get to play. I get to play.
Yeah.
Today's I9 Varsity is the I9 Varsity of assumed names. This is this came up earlier because I forgot the reason.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. So when I first moved to the Southwest, I really struggled with Southwest names.
Okay.
Okay.
Like just words in Spanish is basically what you're saying.
So I thought it was
not names, but basically.
I thought it was Ariana Grande.
Which it is in a lot of places of the country.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was Grande because it's spelled incorrectly. So
okay,
Ariana Grande was my understanding. So I'm going to give you Ariana Grande as one that I had wrong for a long time.
Okay.
Yep.
Next on my I9 Varsity of incorrect names. Is that where we're going? Incorrect names?
Assumed
names. Excuse me.
Griff, get ready.
Assumed names. So I think that you're going to see a theme here.
Pretty quick.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. First, I'm going to go with Chucklehead.
What?
Yeah. That's not my assumed name. My name's Van.
Mm-hmm.
Quit calling me old-timey insults, Fred.
Not-
Enough of your old-timey insults. The name's not Chucklehead.
You don't mean knucklehead.
I mean Chucklehead.
Is there,
Uh-huh.
is there a definition of what that is?
Yeah.
Is that a person who stays up too late at night? And
You're the one that says all these old-timey cuss words at me. You should know.
Them were fighting words.
That's kind of like your thing.
Griff, do you
Okay.
have an assumed name?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, I have to comment on yours. Had you never been to a Starbucks where you ordered a grande? Anyways, mine is T-Pain. Tahim.
Painicio.
Okay, that's a good one, actually. Yeah.
Najam. Yeah. Crazy name.
Okay, that's a super good one.
Okay.
It's not the best in that category, which
Right.
would be Flo Rida.
Ooh, I didn't think of that
That's
name.
actually Florida.
That's short for Florence Griffith Joyna Ryderson.
Ralph Lauren's a real person.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, go on. Is that it?
No, yeah, that's it. It's
No weird spellings or anything you had to change? Didn't drop a steen?
well, to me, it seems like one of those, like, you know, people take Target and go Target.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ralph Lauren. No, it's just Ralph Lauren.
Laurent.
Yeah, Ralph Lauren. Excuse me. Ralph Lauren. Sorry.
I do
It's-
not know Ralph Laurent. Is
No.
he that horse shirt guy?
What F1? What game of polo did he play?
Never played polo.
Yeah, Ralph Lauren, real person.
That's a good one.
Yep.
All right, next on my I-9 varsity of assumed names,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with a fop doodle. Fred likes to call me old-timey cuss word names.
Not correct.
He always comes coming around, hey, where's that fop doodle van? I was like, it's not my name. Quit calling me fop doodle, Fred.
By the way, I feel like if you answer to something, that is your name. So if someone's like, hey, dummy,
Okay.
and you turn around and look, your name is then dummy.
Mm.
That works for me.
Okay. Is that why this all started?
Griff, do you have another one?
I have Jamie Foxx. Eric Marlon
Okay.
Bishop.
So I knew that one. I knew that one. I know the origin behind this. So Jamie Foxx started in stand-up comedy, Van.
Very talented guy.
And but at the time he wasn't getting the opportunities as Eric. So what he would do is he went to a stage name, Jamie Foxx, and he found that comedy clubs, without knowing him, would put him at the front because they thought he was a lady. And they wanted to have a lady up there performing.
Nice.
I
Very
was
smart.
thinking Red Fox, but
No, and
That's-
popular at the time was Vivica A. Fox. So the idea was Jamie Foxx had to be a pretty lady.
sneaky.
Okay.
Also, Jamie Foxx. This is a real one. There's no punchline here. Jamie Foxx may be my favorite actor. Maybe.
Okay.
Also, share the same birthday.
Oh, you got the same birthday?
Yeah.
That's nice. He's good at everything.
Literally everything.
Anything he wanted to do, he would be the best at.
Actor,
Yes.
athlete,
Yes.
music.
Singer, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's been in a Broadway play.
Dancer.
Yeah.
Uh,
If The Rock pegged him,
the best impressions.
very good impressions.
Yeah, he's
insanely
a perfect.
good.
He's a perfect mimic.
You ever seen his Kanye West? It's like you're talking to Kanye
Yeah.
West.
Have you seen the video he put out of him doing Trump impressions last week?
No.
It's the best I've ever heard.
Stop being on the show and text me that.
It's perfect.
All right, guys, I got one.
Okay, hit me.
Is it Lindsay Lohan or Lindsay Lohan?
Okay, I don't know either.
One of
Didn't she-
them is incorrect. One of them is correct.
Which one is
Lohan.
which one's the twin?
There's no
Happened to her
parent
twin sister.
in the parent trap.
Yeah.
Is it Lohan or Lohan?
Lehan.
Lohan.
Hold on. It's actually L
Her
squared.
family owns the Live Tour.
This okay, very comical.
Okay. Next on my I-9 varsity of assumed names, it's Poltroon. Fred stomps through the door, and he said, "Hey, put down everything you're doing, you poltroon, and get over here. And I say, Fred, that's all I can take out of you. Quit calling me these old-timey cuss word names.
So I know what
I can't handle it.
I know what poltroon means.
Okay.
Your example's very bad.
Okay.
So you're a poltroon if you and I are belly up to the saloon bar, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And say like a young buckaroo walks in through those Dutch doors at the front of the building.
Sure.
And he looks at me in the eye, and you're with me, and he says, Daddy Talent, you step outside here for a showdown. And if you don't come to assist me, that makes you
a poltroon.
Because you're cowardice.
Yeah.
Cowardice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very knows Van don't scare.
This man ain't yellow.
We went all the way 2.5 hours without a Wire reference, so had to squeeze one in there.
I get it. Like, Daddy Talent understands.
Sure.
You got another one, Griff?
I do. Pitbull.
All right. Pitbull?
Armando Christian Perez.
Ooh. ACP is a cool, monogram. Tronogram. Triogram. Traumagram.
I don't know where he came up with Pitbull.
Well, Mr. Worldwide.
That's worldwide.
Senior.
Yeah. Van, you just want to throw off some more old-timey insults before we...
No, you got another one?
No, I'm giving you the remainder as I feel like...
Okay, finally on my I-9 varsity.
Don't do number 42.
Why not? Because that's the one I was going to choose. Sometimes I'll just be hanging out minding my own business, Griffin.
Uh-huh.
And out of nowhere I hear, hey, look at that guy. Isn't he a skinflint? And I'm like, Fred, the name's Van. Quit calling me these old-timey cuss word names. Can't handle it anymore.
A person who spends as little money as possible, or a miser. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't ask me.
Strong work.
I'm just a panda. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Southwest copies.
And your pet's favorite stop: fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
All right, Tyler O'Neill is up to bat. He's 0-2 for the Cardinals. Over 2 today. Sorry, it's a 3-1 count. The way I said that sounded stupid. Albert's over 2 today. He had 694 yesterday, and obviously I'm a Cardinals guy. I'm from
Pooji in the 6 hole? Is he up next?
I believe he's in the 7.
7 hole? So he's going to hit this inning.
He should.
So he
hit
finally
this
gets to
inning.
call one on air.
Yeah, because Albert's taken 2 swings today and has 2 pop-outs, so it's not like.
Yeah, I know. He's hitting off a right-hander.
Okay.
Seriously debilitated.
I don't love your energy.
I mean, what I said was.
Albert pulls up to bat.
He's totally going to hit a homer. That's what I said.
So at the top of the 7th, Albert pulls at the bat, and he is staring down. Who's this? I don't know who this guy is. Kunal? Who's this cat?
Jimmy Kimmel's cousin?
Inside ball 1.
Oh, Kunal.
Kunal. So Kunal's inside, low and inside. Albert pulls 0 for 1, and my mistake, hit by a pitch as well. So
Pujols is going to say he doesn't look worried at all. Maybe it's a case of a Kunal Matata right here.
Pulls one down the third base line, hit as hard as any human being has ever physically done anything in their life. Bounces it off the chest of whatever AAA is playing third base for the Reds.
It's getting pretty bad out there.
And Albert Pujols trots off unsuccessful in his bid for $695, and the masses exhale.
Look, I'm not really that concerned about 700. It's a great number. He's a first ballot unanimous Hall of Famer no matter what.
Well, that's true.
I just want him to get ahead of Alex Rodriguez.
That's 2 more? Is that right?
3 more.
3 more?
Yeah, needs 2 to tie, 3 to get ahead.
I'm about that life.
Really want him to go ahead of Alex Rodriguez.
I don't hate Alex Rodriguez the way that you do. And
Not a lot of people do.
You don't hate him because
Nothing to do with baseball.
all Jennifer
or cheating.
Lopez. It's all Jennifer Lopez stuff.
Yeah. He was like, who's ahead of him in the hit list? Maybe Jeter, of course, right? Jeter.
John Mayer. Leonardo DiCaprio. Sting. Dennis
Really?
Rod-
Sting? Isn't Sting been married for a long time?
No, it's not part of their deal.
No? Oh. Really? Sting got it like that, huh?
Dennis Rodman.
Note to self, learn more about Sting. Okay.
That's the notes?
Yep.
That's such a stupid note.
I'm going to figure out how Sting pulls this off and incorporate it into my life.
Did you know that Sting pays $1 a year to the pro wrestler Sting to use the name and likeness Sting because the pro wrestler Sting has the name Sting copywritten, and that the performer Sting, when he wants to use the name Sting, pays $1 annually to Sting for the opportunity to use the name Sting.
Well, How much does the fish that killed old what's-his-name, how much does he have to pay?
Okay.
How did
Yeah.
Sting not have that name?
It was the copyright.
Oh, he just never copied.
Yeah.
Too busy with all that tantric sex with strangers that aren't his wife.
You asked me the name of the swordfish, or not swordfish, of the stingray that killed Steve Irwin.
Correct. Stingray.
Old Stabby Boy.
It's a Stingray joke.
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon? 505-246-0610.
I recognize your Jennifer Lopez thing. Like, I
Okay.
get it.
Yes.
I also grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Salma Hayek, though.
Really?
Salma Hayek all day.
Salma Hayek over J-Lo?
Hey, all night.
Huh.
If we're going 90s hot, Salma Hayek is very high on the 90s hot list.
Okay. Oh, obviously. Are we doing a double varsity today?
Yes,
This what we're doing?
That's what we're doing right now.
Instead of you praising Albert Pujols for
I had
13 minutes,
I had set up the program for Albert to home run, and then for me to milk that cash cow all the way to a quarter till, okay?
Smart.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, also on the 90s hot list. Super hot.
Catherine Zeta for sure. Yeah, I just don't think you should be confused by all the rocks that she's got, Fred.
I'm not confused by the rocks that she's got.
You better
I
not be.
recognize that she's still Ginny.
Good.
Ginny from the block.
I just signed up for a new, because we had the rain out of the Isotopes.
Yeah,
and
that's correct.
If you're looking for the Isotopes game right now, you're going to be wildly disappointed.
Uh-huh.
But lucky for you, you get bonus time with the boys. I set my parking meter for the amount of time that we were supposed to be here originally.
Yeah.
I just got an alert that my meter is off. So hope I don't get a ticket.
There's an app for that?
Yeah.
Are you messing with me?
No, I'm going to give the parking lot across the street a try. I'm going to give them a whirl. They got
I
their
didn't know
own
that
app.
that was possible.
It's not this, again.
Hold on, you said a timer that told you, or there's an app for the parking?
There's an app for the parking lot.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Will you send that to me?
Yeah, it's
Airdrop
right here.
that to me right now.
It's right here.
All right, I'm signing up right now.
It's not the city, by the way. It's not for the parking meters on the street. That you got to set a timer yourself for those.
Oh.
But the parking lot, caddy corner,
Give me your credit
right
card
across
number.
the street. Okay, it starts with
Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jennifer Connelly, Elizabeth Hurley. I mean,
Liz Hurley. She had like a really high peak there for a minute, didn't she?
you're thinking of Shania Twain.
I'm often thinking of Shania Twain.
Yeah.
She peaked when she threw all that shade at Brad Pitt for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I mean, come on, Halle Berry.
The Man I Feel Like a Woman album, 1997. Greatest crossover banger of all time.
Is that the name? That's not the name of the album.
Come On Over.
Come on over.
Come on
there,
over.
that's
Yeah.
better. Yeah, come on over.
The greatest crossover.
With the hit single, Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Man. It's the greatest crossover album of all time.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm adding that to my top 3 walkout songs.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman?
Yeah. Just the beginning, though. Let's go, girls. Get me pumped, baby.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Halle Berry, Faith Hill, Sandra
Halle
Bullock.
Berry, that's strong work, my friend.
Oh, I got my number one right here.
Okay, hit me.
Denise Richards.
Oh, that's really good.
You ever see Starship Troopers?
Of course.
I only saw one part.
Wonderful treatise on patriotism. It's very smart.
It's an insanely smart movie.
So smart. Yeah. I didn't get it when I was younger.
Griff, have you seen Starship Troopers?
Hey, okay.
I
also,
want to
here's
say
a-
I probably did, but it's been so long.
It's a satire on All Quiet on the Western Front. It's incredible.
Okay. Every star from Saved by the Bell. Like all of them.
In this order, Dustin Diamond. Penelope Cruz.
Who, by the way, little known fact,
Yeah.
had a brief stint in the adult film industry.
That's not little known. That's a fairly known fact.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I was late to the party.
Is that
100 million
Screech?
people saw
I guess I need to refine my searches.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, Mario Lopez. Lark Voorhees is a special place in my heart.
Lisa Turtle.
Yeah. This is a real one, and I know this.
Hasn't aged a day. Stacey Dash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You have got to be messing with me.
You and I have talked about this one off the air, like in our lives of just
I'll
drinking
legit
beers.
be a vampire.
You're a Christina Applegate guy so hard.
Nah, average. Yeah. You know me, man. I like that. I'm more of like a Yasmin Bleeth.
Okay.
Kind of give me something exotic.
Yeah. Like not
Carmen
Cindy
Electra.
Crawford, not Michelle Pfeiffer, but yes, Marissa Tomei.
Some Carmen. Oh, Marissa. Because not just looks, like Marissa Tomei bringing that big league personality too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diane Lane,
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Elizabeth. The
Rosie
list is
Perez.
very good of 90s. After that, you lose me a little bit. 2000s, I didn't get as much.
Why is that?
I don't know, because Kim Basinger wasn't in the mix anymore.
Yeah. The rise of Angelina Jolie. She really wasn't there quite yet in the 90s.
Stacey Dash is a very good answer.
Stacey Dash. Oh, my God. To this day, right now. Of course, J-Lo.
Carmen Electra.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Shue, obviously. There was such beauty in the 90s. What happened?
What happened? Women are still beautiful. What are you talking about?
Cosmetic surgery.
Right. Well, that's.
Oh, yeah. They turned people into... Turned 50-year-old women into 35-year-old
All the touch-ups.
lizards.
So
Is that
people
what you're
don't even
talking about?
look the same. Touch-ups.
You are correct. Because Sarah Michelle Gellar today would not look the way Sarah Michelle Gellar looked in the 90s. Liv Tyler in the 90s. Tia Carrera. Oh, Tia Carrera from
That's strong work. Yeah, that's strong work.
Wayne's World is the only movie I've seen more than one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's the funniest movie of all time. There's something about Dana Carvey playing Garth in Wayne's World that is a comedic pleasure.
He's so good. He's so good in everything.
Practice squad salaries whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We're celebrating.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
a proud supporter of ProView Networks. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999.
Extra hour. I guess it's a regular hour. What are the
It's
rules?
like the regular show. We just didn't get kicked off early is what we did.
So we had attended to, but then it got changed to, and this is what we ended up with.
Don't do that. It's too tricky.
All right, got it.
Okay.
You found a article, man, on NFL practice squad salaries, and I'm going to tell you, I don't think I'm going to be as surprised as you're making me out to be.
Okay, so I knew that they were well compensated, mostly because of housing, per diem, not having to spend any money. Practice squad players make $11,500 a week. A week.
Give it to me.
$11,500 a week.
For how many weeks?
So, okay, the season's 18 weeks, right?
Okay.
You get extra time if your team goes to the playoffs. You need a practice squad longer. But it's $207,000 for 18 weeks. That is an amazing gig. What a gig.
200 grand?
I assume like they get paid like 50 grand.
You have to live in Cleveland.
Okay, there's a lot of places like that, Fred. Okay, Cincinnati has also entered the chat.
God, it's so much Ohio
Okay,
hate.
Detroit.
All right, so you're saying $207,000 to be a practice squad player. Cool. Do you know what those same players made off NIL deals in college just 6 months earlier?
More. Okay, more. But they graduated and they got drafted and then cut or whatever. So they could make a maximum with the playoffs $358,000 for 3 months' work. That is sweet.
It's not 3 months, though.
Sure. I mean, okay, you exercise year-round. Cool. But while you're employed by the team, that is $358,000 for anywhere in between 18 and 24 weeks. That is strong work. That is excellent. That is, hey, famous words of my grandpa. It's good work if you can get it. Some southeastern New Mexico wisdom right there, Fred.
From Van Senior.
LZ Arthur was his name. EA Smokey Nunley was my grandfather. Andale, mama. EA Nunley. That is my grandpa.
200K is good work.
Yes, $207,000 for 18 weeks of work. Yes.
I'm doing the math in my head. I know what I make.
Who makes $207,000 for 18 weeks of work? Nick Cage when he steals the Constitution? I don't know.
Hyper specific.
Yes. Also, let's talk more after when we're off air.
About stealing the
But stealing the Constitution.
It's.
You know what it is?
No. No, what is
It's
it?
good work if you can get it.
No one. Who's paying for that? Is someone contracting you to steal it?
Yeah. Can't say his name on air. We're in Albuquerque. You know
All
what
right.
happens here.
So what you're not thinking
Snitches
about-
get stitches.
I don't hate contract work. Contract work's fine. I think the issue I have is if you are going to steal the Constitution for someone, the amount of compensation I would want, I think is almost, it's not greater, but it's so very close to stealing the Constitution for yourself
Right.
and then selling it on the dark web.
So what's your price? Because I'm talking about being on the practice squad of Constitution thieves and getting paid this amount of money.
So you're talking about being like if you
You
were
help,
set
them
up,
you help them train. You help the real Constitution thieves, and we'll use Nick Cage in this scenario.
All right.
He's the actual Constitution thief. He's going to make the big bucks. All right, he's going to get the $47.5 million a year, but we're just helping him train. I'll take $200,000. Give me $200,000 for 18 weeks of work to eventually steal the Constitution.
Are you kidding me? Nick Cage's name in National Treasure is Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
There's some really
Benjamin Franklin Gates is his name.
Ben Franklin Gates. Yeah.
Oh, that's so dumb. So you want to be the practice squad, which is if we were to build a faux museum / Fort Knox to put a Constitution in, you want to be security guard number 1 who catches a bullet. I don't know what I've never seen National Treasure.
Any scenario.
In my head, National Treasure is just like Mission Impossible. And it's you go and you have to be suspended over a computer and you can't sweat.
Okay.
I've never seen National Treasure. I cannot stress this enough
Okay.
as I'm breaking down my understanding of what National Treasure is.
You're missing out. I love those shows.
Griff.
Well, don't just point this at Fred because I make stealing the Constitution jokes all the time.
Yes.
And I've never seen the movie either. Yeah.
It's just like the Da Vinci codes. I love those ones too.
Da Vinci Code. It's Apple, Fred.
Ask me
the
if
code is Apple.
Ask me if I've seen Da Vinci Code.
The code is Apple. Because of gravity.
I actually found one of those little little puzzle things.
You just put in Apple?
No, I actually someone messed it up, and I had to figure out how my own code, and so it was a trust. Yeah,
They did not mess it up.
They locked it and then didn't have it, so it was trust.
Oh, how long did that take?
It took me about a month.
That's pretty good.
All right, so I'm looking at what a Da Vinci Code toy is. This is like a fidget spinner. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like this round thing, and when you put your little
looks like the
code
real
in,
one.
the top pops off, and then you can put messages in it.
Okay, so this
or
seems,
drugs, whatever,
Whatever fits.
anything.
This seems to me to be like this is like an Addams Family thing, right? It's that kind of energy.
I think it's got big Da Vinci Code energy. I would say because that's exactly where it's from and what it was for.
This toy seems like a Pugsley-centric episode of Addams Family.
Interesting.
The worst episode.
I haven't seen National Treasure, and guess who hasn't watched a lot of Addams Family?
The Wednesday
I didn't pick out
episodes
on
are
that.
the worst.
Pick up on that reference. Why, are you busy on Wednesday?
Elvira is not actually in the Addams Family. I had a lot of confusion with that as a child. Van, anything we missed?
Oh, my goodness. Anything that we missed, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
Griff, you did so very good today. Thank you. Adrian, excellent job.
Thank you for
Good
having
job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.